Hello friends, it's me again. I greet you with the name of the Lord, and this time in this video I'm bringing you the benefits of living a godly lifestyle. Now, there have been so many questions from many Christians, especially young Christians, talking about, if I know that I'm saved and my sins have been forgiven and I'm gonna go to heaven, what's the whole point of this Christian lifestyle, struggling to live, sacrifice my flesh and not being able to do what I want? I want to be able to do what I want and still go to heaven. Now, here are 5 points that I've written down that I pray and hope they help us take godliness seriously. Now, point number 1 is that godliness provides a better conscience. Now, notice what Paul says here in Acts 24:16, that this being so, I myself always strive to have a conscience without offense toward God and man. Now here, Paul realizes that if he's to be a minister, he's going to have to let go of all these contaminations, all these connections that are evil, that are coming outside, in order for him to be able to be a full minister of God. Now notice that when you give your life to Christ, when we give our lives to Christ, we invite in the Holy Spirit. Now our body turns into a temple of the Holy Spirit that is pure and holy, and he doesn't want to dwell in any of our contamination and dirty stuff. That's why he convicts us of sin, of every bad, evil act that we would have done, that the enemy tried to install in our lives. And then point number 2 is like godliness increases effectiveness in ministry. Notice 2 Timothy 2:21 says, if anyone cleanses himself from the latter, he will be a vessel for honor, sanctified and useful for the master, prepared for every good work. Now, this is not something that we have to pray for. This is something that we have to step in ourselves and work on it, cleanse ourselves, disconnect ourselves from ungodly relationship. Sometimes disconnect ourselves from every diabolical altars out there. It starts with us, and then God is going to help us in. So it improves our effectiveness in ministry. Keeping ourselves into God is going to be so good for us. Then the third point is that godliness provides a better opportunity for better witness outside in the world. Now, notice 1 Peter 2:12, it says that having your conduct honorable among the Gentiles, that when they may speak against you as evildoers, they may, by your good works which they observe, glorify God in the day of visitation. Now, friends, take this from me. When you call yourself a Christian, or when you are a Christian and announce it out there that you are a Christian, the world is going to be looking at you. They might not tell you that, hey, we're watching you, watch what you do. They might not tell you that. They're automatically watching how a Christian is supposed to live. So that if you are living a good lifestyle, it's going to be easier to witness and tell somebody about God, and it's going to be easier for them to get to God, because they see you living a godly lifestyle. But if we are living a jacked up lifestyle, I tell you, you're going to go to somebody, ask them to turn to God, and they're going to tell you, hey, how comes your God hasn't changed you at all? How do you convince me that your God is going to change me if he can't change you? So I think if we live a godly lifestyle, we are protected in good hands, and we are conducted pretty good, and that's gonna improve our witness out there in the world. So the fourth one, it leads to better blessings in life. Now, 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 10-12, it says, for he who would love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil and his lips and from speaking deceit. Let him turn away from evil and do good. Let him speak peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayers. Again, this is something that we have to work on. The things that we have to disconnect ourselves from. Knowing that our body is a body temple of the Holy Spirit, there are many things that we have to disconnect from ourselves. What we feed our minds is exactly what is going to come out. If we feed, we have all these YouTube, social media and stuff, and everybody they keep posting in whatever they want, and the movies are coming in. If we don't sieve what we watch, it's going to affect us. You know what I mean? So now this is something that we have to work on, turn away, disconnect ourselves from every contamination so that we can be pure before God and that God can pay attention to our prayers. Just notice that like a child, if he's really like doing good and listening to their parents and pleasing to them, they pay so much attention to them than a child who is arrogant, ignorant, and rebellious, and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So this is something that we have to step in and work upon it. And then the fifth and the last one that I have is it provides or improves a better intimacy with God. Now, when I talk about intimacy now here, I'm talking to communication with God, relationship with God. Now, you cannot talk to somebody, you cannot have a good relationship with somebody if you don't talk to them, if you don't communicate to them. Now, a godly lifestyle is a lifestyle of prayer. And we all know that prayer is communication to God. The more we go before God and talk, it improves our relationship. And it's not only talking, it's also listening. Most of the time, what we do as Christians, we go before God and talk and talk and talk and walk away and don't give God a chance to talk back to us. We have to listen and let God talk back to us. So now, Matthew chapter 5 verse 8 says that blessed are those that are pure in heart, for they shall see God. Still it's talking about living a godly lifestyle. We try to keep ourselves pure so that we can see God's heart, so we can hear from God. God can show us many different things if we really communicate. It improves the intimacy with our God if we live a godly lifestyle. So now those are the 5 points that I had for you, and I pray and hope that they help you, help everybody, share with your friends, so that we can take living a godly lifestyle seriously. God bless you and keep you. I love you.